Hello my dudes, dudettes, and everything in between, and welcome back to Clive Games. We are still right here in front of Bartholomew. We just got done talking to the last of the Eorzean Alliance leaders about a memorial service, and now it seems Bartholomew wants to talk to us still. So let's see what he wants. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Okay. Ah, my lord envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind me asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Witch. Yeah, I know Baderon. He dragged me from my feet from a party that I passed out in. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Of course he would. I mean, I'm his guy. I got him. I got him. But, before we go back to Limsa, we are going to explore Ul'dah a little bit more and unlock all the aetheryte shards, because you need to do that in every city-state. It just makes getting around a lot easier, especially later in the game when you have to go here to there, stuff like that. And I've told you guys this before, I think. So, but Ul'dah is really nice. I like the aesthetics of it, like the idea behind it. I don't like that it's in the middle of the desert. Not so much as like, oh my god, RP. No, like, I just, in real life, I um, hate sand. Nope. I know, I'm Anakin Skywalker. It gets everywhere. But in all honesty, it does for me. I just hate sand. Let's see. Let's go down here to the merchant strip. But if you started off as a thaumaturge, gladiator, or pugilist, Ul'dah is the city you would have started out in. Here. And then they've actually got quite a few other classes as well, not just combat classes. They've got the Weaver's Guild, Alchemist Guild, Goldsmith Guild, they got the Miners Guild. Like, they got a lot of guilds, honestly. And I guess technically Limsa Lominsa does too, because they got the Fisher's Guild, Armorer's Guild, Blacksmith's Guild, and Culinarian's Guild. And then I think Gridania has the fewest. They've got only the leatherworkers and the carpenters. That's it. That's the word. Carpenters Guild. And then their gathering is the botanist, as you saw in the last episode where you had to run all the way over there to get the aetheryte shard. That's quite the name. Bitter Snow. How they come? I wonder if that's just like a direct translation from the Japanese version. Like, I'm sure it sounds a lot cooler in Japanese or whatever version originally this is in. But in English it literally translates to bitter snow. Wonder if that's why half the time, the names in this game, especially in Limsa Lominsa, literally look like they're just spasming keyboards. Alrighty. And that's everything in this area. Then we go into the main area. Thaumaturgus Guild. Now they got quite the grand guild, like the Thaumaturgus Guild. It's big in regards to size. But I actually don't see that many people, whenever new content comes out, a really hard fight, like I don't really see that many people actually play Black Mage, because you have to be able to move with new content and like be able to react really quickly to stuff like mechanics and attacks that are going out, and it's kind of hard to do that as a Black Mage because you don't want to move as a Black Mage. That's like your whole shtick. Like you just don't move because you have to keep casting and casting and casting. Don't get me wrong, they do have some mobility, but not near the amount I would be comfortable with doing new content with. I like just standing still and have everyone adjust to me. Because for once, can't people adjust to healers, not healers adjust? That's what I try to do for when I'm tanking, and if my healer's having trouble, I try to adjust for them. You know, just for once, let them know what it feels like. And I think that's the last one. Yep. Oh, I get to go back. I'm going to teleport real quickly. Yep, I can teleport out, and I can teleport to the airship landing. But I need to go here, and I need to set Ul'dah as also as one of my favored destinations, so it costs less to teleport. Ready? And then going all the way back to Lenoska because Baderon has something for me. He gonna give me a job, and this time let's hope it's not farming again. Because if he sends word all the way to Ul'dah, he better have some kind of mission that's actually worth my time. Actually, it'll be just quicker just to go this way. The Drowning Winch. Oh honey, I'm home. Welcome to the Drowning Witch. Sit where you like, mate, and I'll be with you in, well, if it ain't the one and only Clive's yet. You act like I've been gone forever. It's only been like, what, a couple days? For you guys? For me, it's been an episode, that's it. I was told a distinguished adventurer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that adventurer being you, huh? Just so you're fairly warned though, this ain't no job for a faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Of course, my dude. Of course. Let's see. That's actually pretty good. And we're back to the Jedi. Cool. Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch, has need of a capable adventurer. I thank you for the time to help me out, taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of Sestasha Seagrot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Airport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, yeah, you guys remember that back when I got attacked by that guy clad in black robes and Y'shtola came and saved me? Folk have been a bit uneasy since. Well, I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you will permit me, Master Bateron, I would be happy to elaborate. Oh, it's the guy who blew me off that we didn't go on a date with. Cool. Well, well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself, to what do I owe this rare honor? Commodore Reyna, come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty, aka, are you here to do your job, or are you here to join the rabble-rousers? Neither, in fact. I came to welcome Clive back to Limsa Lumensa. Oh, you do care. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Elport, and the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Stasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Corolls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Stasha again. But with the Sahagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. You guys are always stretched. Like, do you ever get more men? Or are y'all just like completely and utterly incapable of defending everything? Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. As long as you're paying, then it is settled. Stasha is located in western Lenoska. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimuppa. She can be found at ferry docks in the lower decks. You heard it, man. Good luck to you, lad. Alright, so we gotta go and apparently investigate. Oh, no, we're not done yet. Okay. So, these are two unlock missions I'm going to do. So let's see. Beauty is only scalp deep. Rumors of a dangerous madman about town have settled in at an ill. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it said he brandished his blade so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up my spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist the investigation. To start with, you might want to look at that scream I just heard outside. A murderer on the loose? We should compare notes. The tall one is ill pleased with the carelessness of the wench's customers. We all know how it feels to have had one too many. Oh, yeah, I do. But that's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask for that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness were somehow my fault. No, I get you, girl. Trust me, I get you. Take this impressive looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I have no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. Okay. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rodigan who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars, Quintanane. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but the last time I did that, Bateron docked my wages. Just be giving away free drinks willy-nilly. Hey you know this book? Have I seen who? Look, just cause I spend more nights at the winch than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every side who comes stumbling through the doors. Will you teach that to my customers? Just because they all come and drink at the same place does not mean they're all friends. Or does it mean that everyone who walks in the door also is their friend immediately? Wait a minute, that bloody book. Why don't you say so sooner? The tight-ass bastards drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Oh, it sucks to be you. Thought he was heading for Airport. Aye, where else the scurvy sought? Nemea willing, he's still stranded at the ferry dock, though the gods know it won't help me get my gill back. Sounds like a you problem. I just need to know where he is. Alrighty, who's this? Disgruntled madam and a flustered man. What are you waiting for? That's him! The slasher! Apprehend him, toss him and go, and throw away the key! Or get him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something! Woe is me! Woe is me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons, I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, new purses, sometimes even food for our children. You're an awful mother. All in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this is the day that marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. I'm sorry, I can't read for some reason. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious lamenting, oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead and have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Sure? I mean, he just looks like a confused man. But I doubt you. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you would take her side. For shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal and tools of my trade. Nay, the very extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breath, I speak unto your 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Vormaster Ananza of Vedic and Vamis, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gredania Carpenters Guild, and Savarian of the Alchemist Guild in Uda. If there is an utter compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jadalet sent you. When my soul is restored and my nana faculty cleared, of all of Laminsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Jadalen, and none other than the Dramatic much, are you? Wow, dude is like way out there with his dramaticism. And I know, I did such a good job with his voice. I don't know what he sounds like, but that's kind of what I imagine he sounds like. Hey Ananza, we got some dramatic dude. Jadaline sent you? Well, let me guess, that barmy fool's lost his tools, pardon me, his appendages of his very soul, again, and is thrashing and tossing like the ends of days it's not yet, right on the nose. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I'm not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity. Oh, thank you. Indeed, for having to play audience to his was it winging? Any road, this should shut up for a while. Tell me that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. Okay, I'll let him know. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna take detours to go where we need to. So, Black Shroud. This isn't part of the main story, but it unlocks something that I think y'all would appreciate, and then if y'all want me to, I'll change stuff. You'll see. You'll see. But I do recommend doing this. so you don't have to come back and do it later. Alright, beaten. Jadalane's whining. A message from Jadalane, you say? He's lost another one? Does this man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow actually, it does. At least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains, resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jadalane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he will right his ways. I guess that's one way to look at it. And Thanalon, and this is why we went ahead and unlocked all the Aetherites. Oh, quickest way, traveling to the Alchemist Guild. Hey, Mr. Severin, Jadalane needs you. Welcome on behalf. You're come on behalf of Jadalane. Why, I must furnish him with a. I just furnished him with a fresh batch of special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying time, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jadalane with all speed. Well, at least you get one person who's sympathetic to you, my dear Jadalane. But all the way back to La Nosca. And then we go up to the aft castle, so that we can deliver the extensions of his very soul, and have this lady stop whining and groaning and complaining about some stranger. But then again, I guess if you do think he's a murderer, but if he hasn't murdered you yet, do you really think he's going to in the time I'm gone? If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg of you, retrieve from me the tools of my trade, for I am none other than Jadalane, Oh, you're still being very dramatic. Okay. Could this be? Yes, I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Vegan foul demon. Oh, so he is a murderer. Why aren't you stopping to fly? Oh. And so I ask, how do you feel, madame? Why, it's as if in but a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes! How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. Yes, you are the aesthetician. I don't know how to say that word in all honesty. In the flesh, madame, I am Jadalane, crafter of coiffures, so divine that Mafina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madame, for where a moment ago stood a fashion challenge from wow, bitch slap much. Now stands a beauty Reborn. Oh my god, so dramatic. Oh, why are you looking at me? And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is become passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. Whoa, 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 what? And nothing changes. Even if I didn't have a hood up, nothing changes. He doesn't change a single thing about you. As the madam before you, as this very well we call home from an abyss of unfathomable darkness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservation moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for providing a staunch ally to good taste when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself played by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of an inn room, at which you have taken up lodgings. Jetelaine shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash and dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel around beyond and return to us as a beauty Reborn. I give you this as a token of trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. AKA, he gives you one free use of him. After that, you gotta pay. Oh, Esther Jadaline! Do come back! I've not made my next appointment! Such confidence in his swagger. I'll give him that much. He's a bit out there, but I'll give him that much. But yep, you can go to an inn room and that crystal bell that was in there. That's how you summon Jadaline, and you can change your hairstyle, hair color. I think you can add or remove tattoos. I don't think you can change facial features if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just that kind of stuff. Then we go to Fisherman's Guild. And now we gotta go find that dude who lost his journal. Here's your diary, I read it all. And there were some scandalous secrets in there. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. My journal? Why, I thought I had lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. You think? Maybe earlier? Did you steal a glance at his pages perchance? No? A shame that. This book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures, aka your diary. Quite the inspiring read if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Har har! You've the air of an adventurer about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. True. Very true. Were there only some way for me to repay your... but of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of for your own? That one day you might regale we might regale each other with stories of our deeds. I'm pretty sure by the end of this game, my deeds will vastly outweigh yours. And with that, I shall be off for adventure, and a flagon of 20 or the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well in your journey, and next time you find yourself the winch, do thank the elephant fellow for his generosity. Ha-har! Ha-har! Sure. Alright. Challenge log. Extra stuff you can do as you go along. I'm not gonna read. She's basically telling us about the Hall of the Novice. I'm not going to do that. But Finch, I'll go over a second. The challenge log resets every week on Tuesday or some such, and it's basically got like after you complete so many dungeons or you complete so many this that you'll get experience and money. So it's a cute little thing for you to do. I don't really pay attention to it because it just happens as you go along. You don't have to go out of your way for it usually. But and then she was talking to us about the Hall of the Novice. If you want to read it, good luck pausing it. I'm not really gonna try, honestly. Oh yeah, here's the the level 15 mission that we got ages ago that we never came. They've been waiting for us this whole time. But the Hall of the Novice, I recommend doing this if you've never played the game before. It'll help you learn how to be a tank, healer, or DPS. But I don't really need to do it. There's two reasons I would, or actually 3 reasons. First reason is it actually teaches you how to do stuff, like interact with stuff, blah blah blah, certain ideas, stuff like that. Second, it gives you experience, which is good for those of you who are trying to level up really quickly. And third, it gives you gear. A good level 15 gear set that actually doesn't look too bad. And also a ring that increases the amount of experience you gain so long as you are below level 30. So, but I'm not going to do it. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. And I recommend that you do if you're new. If you're not, don't bother. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you're to brave the depths of Sestasha Sea Grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions, and you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercise tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sestasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. I'm just going to talk to him to unlock it. Blah blah blah. Telling you how blah 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 blah. So there's that. You have to talk to him to actually unlock it, and then once you do, you go to the duty column, and then go down here to Hall of the Novice, and it's anywhere between 5 and 7 lessons. So I'm glad they added this. It's a good way for people who are playing the game for the first time to kind of get an idea of what they need to do. Oh, hello. Here's a bunch of people at Pio, Levain, Aver. I guess they're also Dalder, Alien. I guess they're also adventurers. What is going on here? I don't think that's... Yeah, these are all players. These are people who are playing. What in the world? That is so weird. I've never seen something like that. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ships seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. Yeah, I heard about it. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since the vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out Sestasha, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishbacks fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping a watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. So, you're a coward to go in, and yes, you're ordered not to, but still. But, alright. That was weird. I don't know what that was about. So I'm just going to show you real quick. We'll start the next episode off the moment we enter into Sastasha, but you go over here to Duty Finder, under, whoops. It's under here, Dungeons. You go to Sastasha, you highlight it, and then you hit Join. Like I said, this is where the guild has star, which I actually need to do soon. And then Duty Roulette. Basically, you'll unlock these the more you unlock this stuff, and it's kind of like a randomized dungeon, guild has, trial, whatever you do, in order to get extra experience, skill, and then if you also do an adventure in need, which will describe they need either healer, tank, or DPS, you'll get a bonus of this. These two are one-time things, but these will always be dependent on what adventurer is in need. I don't recommend spamming roulettes, only do it once a day. Alright, but thank you guys for watching. That's all I got time for you guys today, and I hope to see y'all next time.